Suzi, hebu kamwone. Ndio yule dem tulikuwa tunaambiwa.
Kwani amefanya?
Hizi shop zote 3 ni zake. Na hii next door anachukua pia.
Na imagine tuko na haka kitu kamoja tu.
Na ni bodyguard zako na wana.
Nasikia wanamshughulikia everything. ATM zake, credit card zake 24/7.
Hadi usiku.
Kwani 24/7 inamaanisha?
That means wanamlipia hata bill zake pia.
KRA, NHIF, UEFA. Nafanywa zote akiwa ametulia tu hivi.
Kitu kingine nasikia ni eti so secure.
Kwani kuna banki yake, si mtu kama hizi utakamtoa anaenda kwa bank.
Nasikia hiyo katu hivi. The whole day kwa tablet akifanywa kila kitu.
Na hao bodyguards wake ndio umpelekea do kwa majuu.
Unaona wale wawili waso au mfanyia bulk payments.
Nilisikia ni ati local accounts zake, foreign accounts zake anashughulikiwa.
Haki no wonder business yake imegrow hivyo. Lazima kuna banki yake special.
Your banking team is at your fingertips. Go digital. Visit coopbank.co.ke and
Suzi, hebu kamwone. Ndio yule dem tulikuwa tunaambiwa.
Kwani amefanya?
Hizi shop zote 3 ni zake. Na hii next door anachukua pia.
Na imagine tuko na haka kitu kamoja tu.
Na ni bodyguard zako na wana.
Nasikia wanamshughulikia everything. ATM zake, credit card zake 24/7.
Hadi usiku.
Kwani 24/7 inamaanisha?
That means wanamlipia hata bill zake pia.
KRA, NHIF, UEFA. Nafanywa zote akiwa ametulia tu hivi.
Kitu kingine nasikia ni eti so secure.
Kwani kuna banki yake, si mtu kama hizi utakamtoa anaenda kwa bank.
Nasikia hiyo katu hivi. The whole day kwa tablet akifanywa kila kitu.
Na hao bodyguards wake ndio umpelekea do kwa majuu.
Unaona wale wawili waso au mfanyia bulk payments.
Nilisikia ni ati local accounts zake, foreign accounts zake anashughulikiwa.
Haki no wonder business yake imegrow hivyo. Lazima kuna banki yake special.
your banking team is at your fingertips. Go digital. Visit coopbank.co.ke and click on New Internet Banking.
Uniponye Bwana, nami nitapona.
Na maandiko yanasema ataandaa meza mbele ya watesi wako.
Niokoe nami nitaokoka.
Isaya 43 mstari wa 2 inasema unapopita katika pia maji mengi hata kuacha, atakuwa pamoja na wewe.
Kwani wewe ndiye ninaye msifu.
Atakulinda akiwa yeye ndiye mchungaji. Yeye ndiye mchungaji. Na anasema neno hili mchungaji na maanisha ya kwamba atakulinda.
Nitakurejeshea afya yako. Nitakuponya vidonda vyako, asema Bwana.
Majina yangu ni Pastor Joseph Karero wa Shieyo. Ninafanya na huduma wa Gospel Believers Fellowship hapa Bungoma, karibu na Huduma Center. Ninawaletea kipindi cha neno la uzima ambacho kitakuwa kinapeperushwa hewani kuanzia saa 2 hadi saa 2:30 siku ya Ijumaa. Karibu tukabarikiwe pamoja. Amen.
Huduma la Gospel Believers Fellowship nakuletea kipindi cha neno la uzima kila Ijumaa saa 2 ya usiku. Usikose.
Nimejipata ndani ya upendo wako, umekuwa kwangu mapumziko, neema yako yanitosha.
Hello 22bet. Oya ni aje? Poa sana. Unasikia naenda kuingia kwa account yangu napata kuna maziwa rada. Oh, hiyo ni Euro 2020 cashback. Tunapeana 8% kwa kila game ya Euro. Hadi kwa kila game? Hata zenye zimekunywa maji. Sasa nyinyi ndio mabazeng. Itabidi nimechapia mbogi. Cheki Mamorio. Unasikia kuna 8% cashback ya nini ya Euro ya 22bet.
Get 100% bonus on your first deposit now. SMS join to 29252. 22bet. Tucheze, tushinde.
22.
Good morning, my baby.
I am fine.
How did you feel, baby?
So fine.
Why so fine?
Soft care, fine.
I'm happy you're dry. Soft care, very soft. Soft Care Baby Diaper uses high technology, pro-level leak protection. Is designed for your baby. Asante Soft Care. Siria Mama. Soft Care,
Very soft.
Well, good evening. You're right on time for Maisha Prime News. My name is Rida Chabet Kering. But first, let's have a look at our top stories.
That's why I think we should leave, because in the evening maybe we'll meet. We'll agree to meet.
Nasawa! Nasawa! Nasawa!
Kwa kaa saa 10 naelekea saa 12. Kuna miza nilikuwa na pepa. Sasa ikapepa na ikaingia barabara kama vile nimekaribia. Funga break nikaifikia. Nika lose control, nikakutana na gari ambayo ilikuwa natoka Nairobi kielekea Nakuru. Na hapo sasa lori ikaanguka.
Welcome. We start with a political story. The Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka has disclosed that he is scheduled to meet the ODM leader Raila Odinga in the evening. Speaking to journalists on Thursday, July 8th, Kalonzo stated that he and Odinga will be discussing on the NASA funds that caused a rift between the ODM leader and the rest of the party officials. Bushebi Jr. has the full report.
Nasawa! 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 Nasawa!
Has ODM party been holding on to Ford Kenya and Wiper party's political funds? This question remains actively setting up the narrative of the alleged aggrieved parties in the NASA coalition who have stopped at nothing to make it clear that it is so. Tonight, ODM party leader Raila Odinga's and the Wiper party boss Kalonzo Musyoka's meeting majors on one agenda: political parties funds row that has rocked the NASA coalition.
Actually, as soon as I'm here, I'm going to call him to confirm. That's why I think we should leave, because in the evening maybe we'll meet. We'll agree to meet.
You'll be meeting Raila, and is the funds and also support for 2022.
The issue basically, the issue in the political parties funds, the issue ya sharing of the revenue out of the political parties fund. Because in the pesa umma, by the way, in the Kenya taxpayers' money.
Last time when we spoke, you had suggested that you would be very stupid to support Raila for another time. Yes, is it one of the questions that we will probably, now that they have been calls?
That one I can assure you, I don't intend to discuss 2022 politics at this stage. The time for it is coming, and coming very soon, because we don't have time. But that is not on the agenda today. Today ni kuzungumza juu political parties money. Will you be surprised?
The NASA principals Kalonzo Musyoka, Raila Odinga, Moses Wetangula and Musalia Mudavadi have been in disagreement over the funds that ODM has allegedly been receiving on behalf of the coalition. Earlier, Ford Kenya leader Moses Wetangula revealed that a plot was in the works to drag the Raila-led party to court over the funds his party has been receiving since 2017. The Wiper, Amani National Congress, Ford Kenya parties are even planning to officially withdraw from the National Super Alliance after the fallout with the Orange Democratic Movement. NC party leader Musalia Mudavadi revealed that the three coalition partners are already formulating paperwork that will see the end to NASA coalition. The coalition agreement stipulates that NASA can only cease to exist if three partners decide to pull out. Ford Kenya party leader Moses Wetangula says that they are also planning to take ODM to court over political parties funding that has been disbursed to ODM since 2017 if the meeting fails. Wiper Party leader Kalonzo Musyoka, according to Wetangula, was the mandated person to address the issue with ODM party leader Raila Odinga, but Odinga and ODM are said to have snubbed any negotiations with Kalonzo for the last 6 months until this evening.
Today, actually, as soon as I'm here, I'm going to call him to confirm. That's why I think we should leave.
A meeting that was meant to happen on May 7th failed to happen after ODM Deputy Party Leader Wycliffe Oparanya failed to show up, further complicating the matter. ODM Secretary General Edwin Sifuna, however, rubbished the matter, claiming that ODM does not owe anything to the three parties. However, tonight's meeting seems contradictory to the ODM Secretary General's school of thought, further showing that the political funds issue is real and tangible. For Maisha TV, Bushabi Jr.
And now to matters health. Several counties in Western Kenya are still reporting shortage of oxygen in COVID-19 treatment facilities at the time when the disease is ravaging the region. The Kakamega County boss Wycliffe Oparanya now says that a tax deadlock between the supplier and the Kenya Revenue Authority has delayed the setting up of a new plant in the county that will boost production of the commodity. As the Delta virus of COVID-19 continues to ravage Western, Nyanza and a section of the Rift Valley counties, demand for oxygen has become high day in, day out. The Kakamega County, through the Ministry of Health, procured an oxygen-producing plant that has been on the port of Mombasa for unpaid duty. The county chief is asking the Kenya Revenue Authority, KRA, to waive the money amounting to 8 million shillings.
We have imported one that can produce 1,000 liters of oxygen per minute. But unfortunately, that oxygen plant is held in Mombasa because the supplier who is supposed to supply that equipment up to here.
The governor is saying the county is experiencing a serious shortage of oxygen owing to rising cases of COVID-19 experience in the Lake and Western regions.
We will plead with the Ministry of Finance to assist in releasing that plant, the fact that it's a COVID period, so that we can put it in use to save lives of the people of Kakamega and the environment counties.
The only available oxygen plant supplies 300 liters of oxygen per minute, which he says can no longer support their situation. Maisha TV. And matatu operators in Kathiani Town, Machakos County, have paralyzed the transport sector over what they claim is unfair competition from proboxes. The operators say that probox vehicles are operating illegally without the requirements from the NTSA. They now want the government to revoke their licenses and come to their rescue as they are losing revenue from the stiff competition.
Na hii gari inatembea hata mwendo ya 100. Kwa hivyo kwa barabara tunapata competition nyingine which is not fair. Hiyo tunaita unfair competition ya kufanya hii kazi ya matatu. Huyu mtu hakuna kitu, ana insurance yake anachukua ya mwaka mzima na ni 1000 peke yake. Sisi kila mwezi tunalipia 10,000. Ku maintain hizi magari kwa barabara ziko na gharama nyingi sana. Tumekuwa na mkutano na tumekubaliana ya kwamba Probox sio gari ya kubebea abiria. Imekuwa ikibeba abiria mpaka hata kwa boat na imekuwa ikibeba abiria hata kupita kiasi. Mkuu wa polisi hapa Kathiani ameamurisha ziondolewe kwa barabara, ziende zifanye kazi nyingine ambayo anaweza kufanya.
And on to a sad story, 7 people died on the spot early today and 6 others seriously injured in 2 separate accidents that occurred near Naivasha. In the first accident, which occurred at Nyambari along Nairobi-Naivasha-Nakuru Highway, claimed 5 lives when a 14-seater matatu collided head-on with a lorry. The matatu was heading to Naivasha while the lorry was transporting flowers to Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. In the second accident, An border rider and a passenger who was ferrying were killed after they were hit by a lorry along the Kamandura in Maimayu Narok Road. According to those who witnessed the crash, they say that it may have been caused by poor visibility resulting from 4G conditions that pose danger to motorists and pedestrians along the busy road. Most parts of the country are experiencing chilly conditions associated with the month of July, with weather experts warning of respiratory diseases and poor visibility. The Lari Police Commander Stephen Kirui confirmed the death, stating that investigations had been launched to establish the cause of the crash.
Kwa kaa saa 10 inaelekea saa 12. Kuna Nissan ilikuwa na pepa. Sasa ikapepa na ikaingia barabara kama vile nimekaribia. Funga brake nikaifikia. Nika lose control, nikakutana na gari ambayo ilikuwa inatoka Nairobi kielekea Nakuru. Na hapo sasa lori ikaanguka.
Lori ikawa inakuja speed, inakuja kama imeitisha line ya overtake. Wakati ilikuwa inaitisha hiyo line ya overtake, mbele yangu kuna hiyo Nissan ilikuwa tukipitana, yenye ilikuwa inatoka upande wa Nairobi upande wa chini. Sasa vile lori imejaribu overtake, ikawa haiwezi maliza overtake kabla wakutana na hii Nissan. Then sasa ndio ikafika, wakati narudi upande wa ishika line yake, ikakuta imeniguza upande wa nyuma, upande wa dereva. Then ikaguza hiyo Nissan ilikuwa ikipanda upande wa mbele, upande wa dereva. So ikawa hiyo ya kupanda na hiyo lori na hiyo ya kupanda zimekuzana kichwa kwa kichwa.
And the search for the commissioners of the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission (IEBC) entered its second day today, with Caroline Njeri Ng'ang'a being the first candidate before the Elizabeth Muli-led panel, where she bent her case on why she wanted to become one of the 4 commissioners of the electoral body. Caroline Njeri Ng'ang'a wowed the selection panel with her submissions during the interview. The candidate's school of thought on policies to be implemented within the commission, technical aspects and laws within the commission were met with positive affirmations from the panel. This comes despite the candidate being put to task over various issues regarding the law, her membership and attribution, as well as the constitutional process of the appointment of the commissions in the IEBC.
Two successful companies that have succeeded in moving forward to the point of the award level, and you're procuring technology for elections. In the process, the commission learns, or you learn, that one of the firms is associated with the chair of the commission and a local politician. Another firm is a local firm which actually has good technology in terms of after the technical vetting, has the best technology but more expensive. The other firm which is associated with these people, these characters, is cheap technology but not quality. The commission is divided. Some members feel we go with the cheap technology anyway because it's cheap, we're going to save money. The others feel we need quality irrespective, based on the past experiences of technology failures. There's tension, you're not communicating, there are difficulties. How would you handle that situation?
Okay, so the first thing I see in that situation is a conflict of interest that has not been declared. So in one of the regulations by the IBC, it was a requirement that firms that have an association with any political party, it was mainly speaking about political parties, that they should declare to the commission that they actually are associated or are providing services to political parties, so that the commission can independently see if there is conflict in that area. There is also the fact that the chair of the commission is associated with this firm. we are required as state officers, or in when you have influence and you are participating in public procurement, to declare conflict of interest. So if this is a conflict that has not been declared, then it means that, of course, the chairman is hiding something, and it's the reason we are at that place anyway. So those are the two things I see in that first area of conflict of interest, and I will come to say how I think we should deal with it.
Suspected serial killer Philip Onyancha has been acquitted in one of the murder cases he was facing. Onyancha denied killing Jacqueline Chepngetich Misoi on May 30th, 2008 at the Mount Kenya building along Kombo Munyiri Road in Nairobi. Issuing the ruling today, Justice Jesse Lesit ruled that the prosecution did not prove beyond reasonable doubt that Onyancha killed Jacqueline. Interior Cabinet Secretary Fred Matiang'i yesterday moved to restore strained relations between the police service and residents of Rioma in Kitutu Chache South after the police officer who were enforcing COVID-19 protocols allegedly killed 2 people, with several others sustaining gunshot wounds. The relationship between the police officers and the public have for a long time been awful, with Kenyans accusing the law enforcers of mistreatment, especially during this period of COVID-19 when enforcing the curfew and other protocols directed by the Ministry of Health. Let's have a look.
Kama natoka huko Mariamu, naona wewe kama umesimama umekosekana, wewe iko na sita anja mbio, Mariamu inakuchimbiza mbio.
Following the reported cases of police brutality, the Ministry of Interior has put strategies to enhance good relations between Kenyans and security agencies.
I asked the Inspector General last week to send the Internal Affairs Unit team to a polling station, a police station called Rioma in Kisii, where 2 people, were killed. I have seen a report from the Inspector General about what is going on there, and I want to commit to the public that we will act and take decisions in the direction that investigation is going to show us. If the officers who are involved in making mistakes, they will of course face the full force of the law.
Nonetheless, the big question is, where did the rain start beating the relationship between officers and citizens? While CS Freddy Matiang'i-led law enforcing team stretches an olive hand for friendly relationship.
Ile kitu tutafanya ni kutoa ile makosa kidogo, si ndio? Turudishe uhusiano yetu na idara ya polisi. Mimi nataka mtuunge mkono, tuwapatie kazi vile tumesikizana, tutafanya na nyinyi mtupatie support.
Kenyans who spoke to Maisha TV flood mixed reaction to the act.
Uhusiano wetu sisi na polisi ni mbaya. Askari ameweka mbele pesa kuliko hata kujua maisha yetu. Basi kila akikushika uwe na makosa usiwe na makosa, yeye anataka pesa. Nataki pesa kidogo asinge 200. Akikushika mikono yao pop, ataka 3,000, 5,000.
Kwamba Waziri Matiang'i aweze kuwahimiza polisi ambao wanatusungusha na kufukuza mbio, ya kwamba awaambie wakuwe wapole, kwa sababu pia sisi ni wanadamu, huwa tumetoka kutafuta.
Hawa polisi ni mwanadamu kama mwanabiashara. Wanastahili waelewe, wakipata wewe umechelewa, wakuongeleshe kwa njia ya utaratibu, na wakuambie mama ama mzee ama kijana ama mwanabota ama mama wa biashara, wewe unachua ya kwamba serikali imesema masaa fulani haistahili upatikane nje, sio kupika mtu wala kufukuzana na watu.
Lakini wakipunguza rungu na tuwe kwa maelewano ya kuongea, hapo ndio tutarudisha uhusiano, tujue kweli tunafanya na polisi.
The task of law enforcers is to see that laws are obeyed and at time fiscally restrain members of the public.
Ile mtu mbaya ndani yenu mtupatie information, sisi tutashughulikia.
Ambao wanatafuta wasifuruge hawa watu wote waharibu kazi yao kwa sababu ya huyo mtu mmoja. Ni vizuri ya kwamba wakuje na waeleze ya kwamba kuna hivi na hivi, lakini mara mingi hapa Kenya kwetu tumeona wakikuja ni mipini na tear gas. Sasa aliyekuwemo na asiyekuwemo wote sisi tunavunjwa miguu, ili hali wenzetu wengine hatukuwa tunajua ni nini inaendelea.
However, contact between the police and the public are becoming more frequent, prompting advice from Kenyans to fellow citizens.
Hata polisi akushika ukiwa na makosa, si kwamba anaenda kukuua, atakupeleka tu jela, ambaye jela si yake, ni ya serikali. Utaenda kotini na utaeleza ukweli ya mambo jinsi ilivyo. Kwa hivyo advice yangu kwa wenzangu ningesema ya kwamba ukipatikana na makosa, kwa sababu dunia hii tunaishi, hakuna aliye mtakatifu. Sisi wote tunapatikana, saa zingine umekanyaga nyanya ya mama ama umekosea. Ni vizuri kuheshimu na kufuata mkondo wa sheria, na utaweza kubaki ukiwa huru, ama kama ni penalty upigwe na uendelee kuwa salama kuliko kuendelea kukaa mafichoni.
Reporting for Maisha TV, I'm Philip Simiyu.
And in Maisha Business, Kenya's leading telecommunications firm Safaricom has increased its voice, text and data prices. The increase follows the signing of a law that taxes airtime by President Uhuru Kenyatta. The law is part of the Finance Act 2021, which took effect on July 1st. Following the increase in Safaricom call rates, voice calls on the network will now be priced at 4.87 per minute in peak hours and 2.50 cents per minute in off-peak hours. The calls were previously 3.50 cents and 1.80 cents respectively per minute. To send SMS, Safaricom customers will now pay 1.20 cents from 87 cents. In addition, the cost of browsing using airtime without bundles will rise at a similar rate of change to voice calls. Safaricom's consumers' data bundle prices will, however, remain unchanged. And crossing borders, police officers in Haiti have revealed that 4 people suspected of assassinating Haiti's President Jovenel Moise have been killed in a shootout with the security forces. This comes barely hours after Haiti's ambassadors to the United States, Bonchit Edmond, says that professional killers speaking Spanish shot and killed Haitian President Jovenel Moise. He appealed to the international community for help to find them and bring them to justice.
We need to have an armed forces because our country was created by military. So it is very important to have that, and so our borders can be protected and to have a better control over the borders. Because it is unacceptable to have a foreign commandos to enter a country, to kill a president and to leave without any concern. I don't think any international partners should be part of this.
And that's all we had for Maisha Prime. My name is Rida Chebet Karim. Enjoy your night.